Danny, good morning.
Belle, good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Qué bueno.
Okay. So, okay. Give me a second, please. Oh, did you make the announcement?
Ajá, te lo paso por WhatsApp.
All right, thank you. Can you please read it first of all?
With the super fast boiling zone, you can hit tap, no sé, water for tepid to boiling in just 15 seconds. It has a handy, no sé qué más, design, so you can boil water evenly into max cups without splattering or spilling.
All right, thank you. So we're gonna try to look for it. And let's see what was the whole audio. It was about a kettle, right?
Sí.
All right, thank you. So we're gonna listen to it one more time, right? And we're gonna try to write those words that maybe we couldn't write it. Okay, so okay, let's listen. Oh, I'm gonna share my screen, sorry. All right, so let's listen this audio. Oh my goodness.
With its super fast boil zone, you can heat tap water from tepid to boiling in just 50 seconds. It has a handy spout design, so you can pour water evenly into mugs and cups without spluttering and spilling.
All right, we're gonna listen for the last time.
With its super fast boil zone, you can heat tap water from tepid to boiling in just 50 seconds. It has a handy spout design, so you can pour water evenly into mugs and cups without spluttering and spilling.
All right, so, okay. Let me check for your. That was the correct word, tepid. To boiling in just 15 seconds. It is the sound. All right. I'm gonna correct you, right? Right now I'm with my notebooks, right? But I'm gonna try to correct you, right? And I'm gonna send you WhatsApp, all right?
Super.
All right, thank you. So, okay, we're gonna start with the class of today. Do you remember until what part we saw the lesson?
Ahorita te digo. Past perfect continuous.
All right. Perfect continuous. Oh, all right. So I've already assigned you the homework, and it was about the present and real conditional and the past perfect continuous, right? So today's lesson, it's about should have, right? So I'm gonna share my screen with you. Once you can see it, please let me know.
Ya está.
All right, thank you. So let's listen to the first audio. This is a short lesson, right? Even the structure is not difficult at all. It's part of the models. So let's listen to this audio.
Hello, how are you? I was almost late again today. I should have gotten up earlier. I shouldn't have walked to work. I should have driven. These sentences express advice in the past. Let's learn more about should have.
All right. Should have gotten up earlier. Shouldn't have walked. Should have driven. So let's see. The first thing that we're gonna see is the structure, and when do we have to use it?
We use should have plus the past participle to give advice about something that happened in the past. You should have worn a different outfit.
Jeans were too informal.
All right, so the first point is that we know when do we have to use the modal should, right? We actually have to use it in order to give an advice, right? But what is the difference with this new structure, have, worn? This is about the past, only about the past. That's the reason of why we're using this other structure, right? It is actually the past perfect, right? But as you remember, we have a rule, right, with all the models that once we use them, the next following verb, right, needs to be in its base form. So that's the reason of why here we're not writing had worn, because that was supposed to be the past perfect. But because we have a rule about the models, right, we can't do it, right? We can write had. So if we're going to use a model, the next verb, the following verb needs to be in its base form. So that's basically the past perfect, right? So we're gonna give we're gonna use it to give an advice about something that happened in the past, right? We saw the models, right? But it was about the present, right? It was about the present and possible future situations, but this is not the case. We're only gonna use to talk about something that happened in the past, right? So I don't know if you have any question until this first point.
No, well,
All right, thank you. So don't forget, the structure is this one. Should have, right? Even though we have, of course, we have the negative, right? And the participle verb, right? The verb in the participle form. So you should have worn a different outfit. Yes, we're too informal. So this is an advice about a situation that had happened, right? I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about the past, right? You should have worn a different outfit. So in this case, you already are wearing you're wearing jeans, right? But maybe because of the situation, because we're in a meeting, you should have worn a different outfit. Jeans were too informal. All right.
super.
Okay, so let's continue with point number 2.
We often use should have and should not have to express regrets.
I should have known better. I should not have trusted Dean.
We can also use should have and should not have to express blame.
It's your fault. You should have kept your promises.
All right. So we're gonna use the negative. Oh, yes, in this case, the negative, right? You have 2 options. The first one is should have, right? And we're gonna use it. Well, actually, it can mean something that would have been a good idea, right? But that you didn't do, right? So it's like giving advice about the past when you say it to someone else, or regarding what you did or you didn't do when you're talking about yourself, for example. How about the negative? You're going to use the negative. We are putting negative, and we're adding the negative between the modal and the verb, right? The auxiliary verb. And it means that something wasn't a good idea, but you did it anyway, right? So I should have known better. I should not have trusted in. As you can see, this was a bad idea, right? So I'm trying, well, in this case, Jackie was trying to express a regret of something. Maybe she thought that it was a great idea, but at the end it wasn't. Okay, so if we're gonna use a negative, it implies a regret of something in the past that maybe we could do. All right.
Super.
All right. So I'm gonna give you some examples about the negative. If I'm gonna say, I should, well, we have, first, we're going to start with the first point. I should have studied. Oh my God. Right? So in this case, I didn't study very hard, so I failed the exam, right? And maybe I'm sorry about this, right? About this situation. Or how about this one? I should have gone to bed early, right? So I didn't go to bed early and now I'm tired, right? So this is a kind of a regret though, but we are not using the negative, okay? But it's almost the same, right? It's up to you which one you're gonna use, but of course it depends on the context, right? So if I'm gonna try to use a negative, right, I could say, of course, I'm gonna choose the subject. I should not have eaten so much cake, right? So this is a regret, a close regret, right? I did it, right? I did eat a lot of cake and now I don't feel good. Or how about this other statement? You should, what can we say? Well, we're gonna try to use the would this, or yes, we're gonna try to use another one. You should have left early, then he would not have missed the plane. How about this other situation? You should have left early, right? So this is what kind of advice maybe in the past, right? And then he would not have missed the plane, right? So, but the result is that he didn't leave early, right? And so he did miss the plane, right?
Super.
And another use for this should have, right, plus the past participle, is to talk about something that if everything is normal and okay, we think has already happened. So, but well, we actually are not certain that everything is fine. So we use should have, right? And not the present perfect or past simple or simple past, right? It's often used by now. For example, if I'm gonna say, I don't know, if I'm gonna say his plane should have arrived by now. So it for one hand, it's a past situation, right? Because it's signed, but until now, the plane, right, didn't arrive. So the plane is out of time. So his plane should have arrived by now. If everything is fine, the plane has arrived, but it's not, right? Or if I'm gonna say he, okay, he should have finished, oh, finished work, oh no, sorry, finished work by now. Okay, if everything is normal, maybe he has finished work, right? So we're also can use it to talk about something that would have happened if everything was fine, but hasn't happened. For example, if I'm gonna say, Fabiola should have arrived by now, but she hasn't, right? So you have two options, and in both options, right? In both ways, we're trying to use it. This model should have plus the past participle, and I'm making a reference about the past. Okay.
Super.
All right. Do you have any question maybe until this part?
No ver nada.
All right, thank you. So let's continue with the last page. All right.
In conversation, we often shorten should and have to should have, and should not and have to shouldn't have. Don't use these contractions in writing.
I should have known better. I shouldn't have trusted him.
All right, so we're only talking about the contraction, right? As I told you before, we actually use contractions, right? We use a lot of contractions. So the contraction of should plus have is should have. I should have known better. I shouldn't trust him, right? Uh, I know that it's kind of difficult to pronounce word by word, so that's the reason why we go directly to the word, right? We're not trying to say shouldn't, right? No, it sounds weird, so we try to go directly to the pronunciation. I should have known better. I shouldn't trust him, right? So remember, we don't use contractions in writing, right? Only in spoken English. Of course, we can use in writing, but when maybe you're trying to get or to make a cover letter, or sorry, not a cover letter, to try to send a message, right? But when you're gonna try to use it in a little bit more formal, it could be incorrect, right? Because we actually don't do it. Okay.
Super.
All right, so let's finish with this fourth point.
We also use should have to ask questions and give short answers.
Should Jackie have confessed?
Yes, she should have. No, she shouldn't have.
All right, so should Jackie, notice that we're placing our subject, right? So first goes our modal, second our subject, and third our auxiliary verb. In our at the end of the question, we're gonna place our verb in the past participle form, right? So of course you don't have to forget the question mark, and you have two options: yes, comma, space, she should have. Notice that I'm not writing again confessed. I'm only writing the first part of the structure, should have, right? Because it sounds redundancy, so we avoid to do that. We're gonna avoid to do that. And if it's negative, we actually write no, comma in writing. Subject she, I'm taking the subject. Placing should, the negative shouldn't, and using our auxiliary verb. Okay.
Super.
All right, Danny, do you have any question maybe?
No, Bel, nada.
All right, thank you. So I thought we could have in this lesson the use of would have, could have, but we don't, right? I could imagine that maybe we're gonna look for it. I guess we already seen one of these lessons. I guess it was about the use of of should, yes, should have, if I'm not wrong, right? So it actually all the models, right? If we're trying to talk in the past about regrets, about something, an advice in the past, it follows the same usage, right? For example, we know how to use, or when do we have to use must. If I want to put it into the past, the only thing that I have to do is to put it into the present perfect, right? That's the only difference, because modals, even if we're gonna talk into the past tense, follow the same rule, right? They follow the same rule. Okay, so don't forget about it. And now we're gonna practice a little bit. So I'm gonna share my screen with you. And once you can see it, please let me know.
Ya está.
Right, thank you. So, Danny, could you please start doing this? I'm gonna bring me some water, please.
Sí, obvio.
Once I came, right, we're gonna see the options, right? Give me a second, please. All right, I'm back. So, all right, let's do it. Give me a second. I'm gonna make some. All right. So, we have to complete the sentences. Choose the correct answer. Number one, please.
It's cold in here. I should have worn a sweater. Alan is an honest person. We should have believed him from the start. Todd only got a C on his math test. He should have studied harder for it. There's a big soccer game next week. We should have gone. I shouldn't have bought that outfit. It was much too expensive. Who should have I? No, I have. Ay, no sé.
Which
Who
one?
should?
Who should?
Should I have?
All right.
No, la primera.
In this part?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Should I have golf before I came? Well, yes, you should have. Jean should have been more careful when he talked about his boss in the lunchroom.
All right. Thank you. Do you want to modify something?
No.
All right. So, it was okay, right? Number 6 was okay. Because we're following I don't remember the lesson, but you have to follow the question order. You have to follow the sentence order. So that's the reason why this sentence it's okay. Who should I have asked about the problem? Right. So the mistake was in this part. There is a big soccer next week. There's a big soccer game next week. We should go. Right? That's the correct option. We should go because we have next week and we use have gone to talk about the past.
Yeah, verdad.
Right? So if I'm gonna say there was a big soccer last week, yes, of course, we should have done, right? But I'm talking about the future. So the only thing is the only option I mean is should go. All right?
Yeah, super.
All right, thank you. So let's continue with the other activity that we have. Okay. I guess this is one. Give me a second. All right. All right, can you see my screen, Danny?
Sí.
All right, can you please read the instruction?
Complete the sentence, choose the word from the answer pool, type the correct form of the word into the blank. You may also need to use the negative. I really like Talia. I should have asked her for a date when we were in college. Talia doesn't have much experience. Maybe I shouldn't have given the Crawford story to her. I'm still angry at myself for using the app, an app I'd never even heard of before. I should have been more conscientious.
Yes. I should. Oh, I should. I'm sorry. I should. More.
Por Talia, I should have gone to a restaurant with her and Nick. I could help them. I feel sorry for Nick. He's a nice guy and a great athlete. This should
Yeah, I feel sorry for Nick. He's a nice guy and a great athlete. Is
this shouldn't have happened to him.
oh, but where is the shouldn't? I feel sorry for Nick. He's a nice guy and great athlete. This shouldn't happen.
Have happened.
All right. And the last one.
I'm so angry at Dean. I shouldn't. I should have known.
I should have known that I couldn't trust him. So let's check it. And let's see how is everything. What's going on? All right, you got 100%. 6 out of 6. All right. So well done, Danny. Is there any question? Or maybe it's okay.
Se cortó, creo.
Yes. Is everything okay?
Sí.
All right, thank you. That's good to know. So, okay, now we have, okay, yes, I know what we're gonna do. So, I guess this is the first one. Give me a second. All right. So I'm gonna share my screen with you. We're gonna learn some vocabulary. You're gonna have this for homework, so, but we're gonna take a look at this. So in the video, Talia says, Jackie has decided to come forward. Look at the phrasal verbs below with come. Click on the light bulb icon to see the meanings of this expression. Okay. So we have all these models, models with these phrasal verbs that start with the verb come. come about, come across, come between, come by, come down to, come up, come through, come out, come forward, come down with, right? So I'm gonna give you 3 minutes in order to read the whole phrasal verbs, okay?
Ujú.
All right. So please start reading.
¿Los leo en voz alta?
No, no,
Ah, ya.
in your mind. All right, you get it?
Ya está.
All right, thank you. So let's do it. So, number 1, please.
You didn't dress warmly enough, so he came down with a cold. Got sick.
All right, thank you.
I don't know how it came about, but Isa broke her arm. Eh, mm, occurred, no sé.
Occurred, right? Occurred. Came about, right? Or maybe come about. Is if I'm gonna say, that's how things came about, right? That's how things occurred. Okay.
Mhm.
Number 3, please.
When police checked his story, it came out that he was lying, was revealed.
Thank you.
People thought Lars and Erika would stay together forever, but his long hours at the office came between them. Made them feel angry or upset with each other.
Thank you. Came between, that's the meaning of it, right? In this case, it's in the past. All right.
Kimiko came across your sisters when she was in Osaka, running to.
All right. Thank you. Run into is, or run into is meet by
¿Cómo
chance.
encontrarse?
Yes, yes, you get it. Right. So let's see how it's everything. And it was great. Thank you. Now we're gonna continue with the next practice of the vocabulary, vocabulary 2. So, okay, I'm gonna share my screen with you again. Once you can see it, please let me know. All right.
Ya está.
Number 1, please.
When the doctor announced that the hospital needed blood after the accident, many people came forward. Volunteered to assist.
Thank you. Volunteered to assist.
Marcelo came by the new office last Friday. No sé.
All right, we're gonna take it. We're gonna leave that until the end. Okay. How
Yeah.
about number 3?
When I bought my TV, it came down to which store gave the best discount. Mattered most.
Oh, thank you.
Although it was a hard time for us, we came through, deal with problems.
Okay.
Dealt.
With problems.
Your name came up at the meeting yesterday. Was spoken of.
All right, thank you. Was spoken of.
Yeah, el último went and so.
All right, thank you. So let's see how we say it when it came down to show okay. Well, let's see how we start it. All right. So everything was great. Good one. Well done. Maybe do you have any question? Is everything okay?
No, está bien.
All right, thank you. That's good to know. Okay, I guess, okay, what number is this? Okay, we have one more exercise about it, about new vocabulary. Yes. So, okay. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen with you. When you can see, please let me know. You are gonna complete all the sentences below, and you're gonna choose the correct answer. Okay, so go ahead, please.
Bel, dame un minutito, please.
For sure.
Yeah. Everyone was surprised when the news came forward. No, mentira. Out.
Out.
Ay, no sé. No, forward.
Everyone was surprised when the news came. Yes, it came out. That she was leaving the company.
Dean came. Between.
Thank you. Dan came with your friends when he offered Maddie the job that Carla wanted. Thanks.
I'm very grateful to all of you for helping the company to come through. a very difficult period. Your name came up
So,
at the party on Saturday. When the boss asked for volunteers to work late to finish the project, Alia came. Forward.
all right, then we can forward.
I came across across two former colleagues of yours at the conference in Istanbul. I asked Haiwon to come by my office on Thursday to discuss her paper. How did it come? About that Jackie decided to tell the truth. I'd love to go to France with you, but it all comes down to whether my boss will give me the time off. Claire had to take a week off because she came down with the flu.
All right, thank you. So let's see how is everything. And all right. Thank you, Danny. It was a great exercise for you, right? So do you have any question maybe?
No, no.
All right. Thank you. That's good to know. So, okay, we're gonna practice, right? Understanding implied meaning. This is a practice. We're gonna practice our listening, right? These listening activity practices. Oh, if I'm gonna try to find for an activity that contains speaking only, but I didn't find it. But I'm gonna try to. No, I can't. My goodness. Okay. So is vocabulary, professional, and all right. All right. So we're gonna try to make this. All right. Can you see my screen?
Sí.
All right. So we're gonna learn some of the formal language you'll need when you apply for a job, right? So let's start. Okay. Right. All right. So you're gonna develop your writing. So can you please read this instruction?
You ever applied for a job in English? Would you like to practice the formal language of writing a letter or of application for a job? Then this activity is for you.
All right. Okay. So you have to match the sentence to the correct part of the letter. So can you please write it? Oh, I'm sorry. Can you please read it?
I am writing to apply for the position of managing director currently advertised on your website. Intention to apply for the job. Please find attached a copy of my CV for your consideration. Referring to another document.
All right. Thank you.
Having worked within the industry for over 10 years, I have developed a range of skills that would meet and exceed the expectation for the role. An example of why you are the person for the job. I would relish the opportunity to bring this level of success to your company. I know.
What do you think?
eh,
Wish the opportunity to bring this level of success to your company. Oh, maybe try to change the
mhm.
the words. Oh, I mean the options you chose.
A ver. Mm,
If you are not sure, maybe we can continue with the next one.
Igual estaba haciendo la última, pero es que ya estoy confundida.
I look forward to hearing from you with a view to an interview. Okay.
Esa podría ser how you meet the employer's need.
Okay, how you meet the employer's needs. I would relish the opportunity to bring this level of success to your company.
In conclusion.
All right. I'm not sure at all, but let's.
No, yo
or maybe.
menos. Ujú.
All right. So let's check. Okay, we're gonna. Okay. I'm writing to apply for the position of managing director currently advertised on your website. Okay, that's great.
Ujú.
It was great. Please find a tag. Okay.
igual.
This was wrong.
No
Or
está bien. Ah, está bien.
yes, referring
Las
to
dos
another.
primeras, las otras tres ya no.
All right, having worked within in the industry.
Ah,
Oh
no es
yes.
igual. Ah, no, mentira.
No,
Ajá.
no. This one you chose this one.
Ujú.
Or this last one. Sorry. And I look forward to hearing from you with the view and into an interview. All right.
Ujú.
So, okay, let's continue. So, can you please read it?
I am writing to apply for the position of managing director advertised on your website.
So, what do you think? Currently, now, or immediately?
No entiendo.
Or you have to choose the word that could be that the best could be placed. For example, I'm writing.
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
Ah, yeah. Currently?
All right. I'm writing to apply for the position of managing director currently advertised on your website. All right, thank you. Can you read it?
Please find attached a copy of my CV for your consideration.
Thank you.
I have developed a range of skills that would meet and exceed the expectations for the role.
Okay, thank you.
I would relish the
complete the gap with a word which means the same as chance.
The
A synonym.
opportunity.
Okay, thank you. Oh. Opportunity. All right, thank you. Complete the gap with a word to complete the expression, which means receiving a reply from.
I look forward to. No, no sé.
All right. I look forward to, it could be receiving a reply from you, right? So if you send your CV to a company, then you wait for
An answer.
an answer. Yes, I look forward well, I'm not sure if it's not formal at all, but let's try an answer. All right. A hearing. I look forward to hearing directly to be hired, right? I could imagine that maybe could be the context directamente que te respondan con un ha sido contratado. I look forward to hearing from you with the view to an interview. All right. So, okay. So we're gonna try to make this one. I guess we made this. Practice using different forms of the same word. I guess we made it. I'm not sure at all. Yes, I guess. Having a good range of vocabulary is necessary to make your fluent in both speaking and writing. This activity practices your knowledge about vocabulary and how to use different forms of the same word. Oh, we made it. No?
No.
Oh, okay, thank you. Maybe I got confused with other students. All right, so the first one.
Contradict. To say the opposite. Differentiate.
Yes, differentiate.
To show or find the difference between things. Dominate. To be the largest, most important, or most noticeable part of something.
And enjoyable.
To try very hard to do something.
All right, do you want to change something? All right, so let's see how it's everything. All right, thank you. It was great. Okay.
Okay, so please you can stop.
I'm gonna choose whatever word, right?
Please you can stop. Yeah. Contradicting.
Thank you.
We don't. Yeah. ¿Qué decía? Ya. Differentiate.
All right, thank you. Now,
Despite
see.
our best.
Okay, despite our best.
Endeavor.
Therefore, okay. Oh, the plural. I got confused with the spelling. I'm sorry. And it was neighbors, right? Despite the word best and neighbors, yeah, we weren't able to meet the deadline. It was great. It was great. It was my mistake. Now we're gonna listen. The sentence. You're gonna practice the pronunciation of the new word by repeating the sentence you hear. So let's try it.
Despite our best endeavors, we weren't able to meet the deadline.
So, chicken.
A ver, ¿cómo? Una vez más.
Despite our best endeavors, we weren't able to meet the deadline.
Despite our best.
Despite endeavors.
Yes. What else?
Ay, no me acuerdo.
One more time.
Despite our best endeavors, we weren't able to meet the deadline.
Despite our invaders.
Okay.
Ay, no me
despite
acuerdo, no sé.
Despite our best endeavors, we weren't able to meet the deadline. Okay. It's like, a pesar de nuestros mejores esfuerzos, podría ser endeavors, right? No fuimos capaces de cumplir con la fecha límite. So, let's continue.
Ay, ¿cómo se trata esto? In terms of business product. La diferenciación diferente. Puta, no me acuerdo. Diferenciación. Diferente.
Differ.
Diferente, no sé.
Can you try it, please? Write into the chat.
Differentiate.
Yes, differentiate. Now I get it. Differentiate. Oh, what is that? My goodness. Okay, differentiate. So let's see how is it. All right. Differentiation.
Bueno, por lo menos lo dije en español.
Product differentiation is vital if we want to beat our competitors. All right. So you're gonna listen and you're gonna try to repeat it, okay?
In terms of business, product differentiation is vital if we want to beat our competitors. In terms of business, product differentiation is vital if we want to beat our competitors.
In terms of business, product differentiation is vital to no sé qué más.
If we want to beat our competitors. Try one more time.
In terms of business, product differentiation is vital if we want to beat our competitors.
Competitors, right? That was the word. So in terms of business, product differentiation is that this girl says vital because it's a British accent. The American one is vital. They want to be the competitors. Okay?
Super.
All right. So because it's time, we're gonna stop until this part. All right. So I'm gonna assign you the homework, right? Give me a second, please. The pronunciation, reading. Oh no, yes, reading, writing, and that will be everything. Okay. So I'm gonna give you until I'll make it until Sunday, okay? At midnight.
Uh-huh.
All right, so you're gonna have an hour to complete the quiz. And that will be everything for today, Danny. I'm gonna launch the poll. Thank you for your attention and I hope you had a great weekend. I'm gonna see you on Monday.
Ya está, Bel, gracias. Buen fin de
Thank you,
para ti
Danny.
igual.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Bel.
Bye.